In Hollywood, there are many special relationships, but Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson always stand in the most difficult to explain position. They are not lovers, not ordinary colleagues, but they have never completely broken up with each other, even long after 50 Shades ended. An inside source has just revealed 5 shocking secrets, making the fan community unable to sit still. 1. They have a private language that only the two of them understand. Many crew members said that while filming, Jamie and Dakota communicated with eyes and signs, without words. An assistant revealed. As soon as Dakota lifted her hand or Jamie tilted her head, the two immediately understood each other. This makes many people think that their connection goes beyond that of ordinary co-stars. 2. Jamie once stood up to protect Dakota in a closed meeting. During a tense discussion between the crew and the producer, Dakota was criticized for being too soft in a scene. The source said that Jamie slammed the table and stood up, saying clearly, "If Dakota doesn't feel safe, I won't do this scene." From then on, the whole crew knew Jamie has always been her safe zone. 3. Dakota is the only one who holds Jamie's weak moments. Everyone sees Jamie as strong and cold, but according to the source, after days of heavy filming, Dakota is the only one he opens up to, shares the pressure and fear with. A supporting director said, "She is the only one who makes Jamie quiet, then speak honestly." 4. The two kept in touch even after having their own lives. Although they didn't appear together in public, a source from the stylist team revealed. They texted each other so much that one day Dakota had to change her schedule because of a call that lasted almost an hour from Jamie. This connection has led many to believe that their friendship, or more, is still going on quietly. 5. A secret meeting last year that made the team buzz. Inside sources from an LA hotel said they once met privately in a VIP room, no assistants, no crew, no paparazzi. The purpose of the meeting was never revealed. But a staff member said, Dakota walked out first, his eyes red. Jamie walked out 5 minutes later. Just that had Hollywood buzzing for months. A staff from the management company said, every time Dakota has an important filming schedule or event, Jamie's schedule suddenly changes in a similar direction. No one knows if they arranged it or not, but the frequency of coincidences is so dense that a stylist had to exclaim, "It can't be random forever." The fan community began to question, is there a secret agreement between them? A midnight call once made Dakota collapse. A close source recounted that, during the period when Jamie was having a psychological crisis due to media pressure, he called Dakota at 2 a.m. The call lasted nearly 40 minutes, and afterward, Dakota was said to have cried alone in the room, causing the makeup artist to cover her eyes carefully the next day. What fans wondered was, why did Jamie only call Dakota when he was at his weakest? A special scene that made the director cut immediately. A source from the set of 50 Shades revealed that there was a caressing scene between the two that was so natural that the director had to shout, "Cut. This is the movie, not real life." The whole crew was silent at that time. Jamie and Dakota avoided each other's eyes for the next 10 minutes. A crew member whispered, "That moment was so real that everyone knew there was something beyond acting." The anonymous gift that Jamie sent Dakota, but everyone knew who it was from. On Dakota's birthday, she received a gift box without a name. There was only a small piece of paper that read, "You deserve the world," Dakota's stylist said. She looked at the paper for no more than 3 seconds, then smiled immediately. No one said anything, but the whole room knew who sent it. Jamie never admitted it. The never said promise between the two. A crew member once overheard in the dressing room. Jamie said to Dakota, "Wherever you are, whatever happens, just call me." I'm always there. Dakota replied with a sentence that made the whole crew shudder. I just trust you. I've always been like that. The narrator said. That's not the kind of sentence two normal actors say to each other. Leaked behind-the-scenes photo almost caused a chaos in Hollywood. A behind-the-scenes crew accidentally captured Jamie holding Dakota's hand tightly while she was filming a difficult scene. The point is, the photo was never allowed to be published. A source said. As soon as Jamie discovered the photo, he asked for it to be deleted immediately. The look in his eyes at that moment was not the look of a normal co-star. Only Dakota saw the photo before it was deleted. They have a secret nickname for each other. A makeup artist revealed that the two do not call each other by their real names when the cameras are not rolling. Dakota calls Jamie Blue. Jamie calls Dakota Star. The meaning has never been explained. But the behind-the-scenes crew says they only use these nicknames when they are very intimate. A shoot was delayed for 2 hours because of the strange atmosphere between them. In a final scene of Part 3, the director was confused because both Jamie and Dakota were unable to concentrate. They looked at each other for too long, both their eyes and breathing were unusual. A lighting staff recalled. No one dared to interrupt. The atmosphere was like they were talking with their eyes. The scene was eventually postponed to the next day. Dakota once refused to let anyone replace Jamie in a sensitive scene. In a particularly difficult scene, the producer suggested using a body double for Jamie to save time. Dakota immediately refused. No, I only do this scene with Jamie. This silenced the whole crew. A staff member exclaimed, "That is not the reaction of a normal actor." Jamie once wrote a handwritten letter to Dakota, but never made it public. A source very close to Dakota confirmed that Jamie once sent her a handwritten letter on the day of the final scene of Season 3. The content of the letter has never been revealed, but someone who has seen it briefly said, "It doesn't look like a friend's letter. It doesn't look like a colleague's letter. It's deeper than that." Dakota kept the letter in a small, locked box. Jamie never mentioned it. When standing next to each other, it will be exposed. Although they avoid appearing too close to each other at events, body language experts have analyzed and pointed out the way Dakota always leans slightly towards Jamie. The way Jamie puts his hand behind her back as if to protect her. The way their eyes lock for even just a second or two. The way they unconsciously synchronize their footfalls and breathing. One expert once commented, "If these two don't have real feelings, I'll hang up my job." Another secret meeting recently, but both deny it. A source from a Malibu restaurant claims to have seen the two sitting in the VIP room after 10 p.m. They left through 2 different doors, exactly 3 minutes apart. The waiter said the atmosphere between them was not a chance encounter. Dakota was heard saying, "I don't want to lose you again." No one knows what they were talking about. Fans believe Jamie and Dakota have a secret promise that has lasted for years. After so many rumors, revelations and behind-the-scenes pieces, the fan community has come up with a theory. Revolving Hearts Jamie and Dakota promised to never completely leave each other's lives, no matter what. Not publicly. Not admitted. But not over either. Some fans think this is a special friendship. Others claim it is love that has not yet been named. Jamie once disappeared for 3 days, only Dakota knew the reason. During a period when Jamie suddenly lost contact with the crew, even his manager couldn't find him. The shocking thing is, right finger Dakota was the only one who told the director, "Don't worry, he's fine, he just needs time." No one knows how Dakota knew so much about Jamie's condition. But after 3 days, Jamie returned to the set looking unusually calm, and with a particularly gentle look in his eyes whenever he looked at Dakota. A leaked recording almost caused a media storm. A sound engineering source once revealed that they accidentally picked up a conversation between the two backstage. The content was not released, but the listener described it. It wasn't a business conversation. It wasn't a friendly conversation. It was so emotional that I got goosebumps listening to it. The recording was later deleted, for security reasons. They had a conversation to end things, but it failed. A crew member recalled that Jamie and Dakota once agreed to sit down and have a serious talk to end all the rumors and keep their distance. The conversation lasted more than 2 hours. The result? They left the room with eyes even stronger and more confused than before. The person standing near the door said, "If they really wanted to end it, they wouldn't have looked at each other like that." A behind-the-scenes scene was cut because it was too real. The crew confirmed there was an unscripted hug scene that Jamie and Dakota did on instinct. The scene forced the director to cut from the official version because the audience will think it's real life, not a movie. A source said, "The way they hugged, it wasn't acting. Dakota put her hand on Jamie's back in a very familiar way." A secret code between them was once discovered. In a work email that the stylist accidentally saw, there were 2 mysterious symbols. S to B? Always B to S. Many believe this is how they privately talk under the nicknames Star and Blue. No one knows the real content, but the stylist said, "Only the 2 of them understand, and the way they smile when reading the email says a lot." Dakota almost left the film once, and Jamie was the one who kept her. Midway through season 2, Dakota was so pressured by the media that she wanted to quit the project. But Jamie met her privately, saying something that immediately changed her mind. "If you go, I go too." No one knows what else was said in that meeting. All we know is that Dakota returned to the set, and acted better than ever.